It's okay to stick out. Because honestly, like in this life stuff, nobody knows what they're doing. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nate Adjua, the artist you don't know yet. So, what's up? I bought an easel. I went to the craft store for something else, but once I'm in there, it's very much kid in the candy store vibes, and I just pick up things because they make me feel happy. I bought this easel, and I wanted to paint. I'm not a painter. It's definitely not my medium of skill. However, sometimes when I'm having like a weird funk with like a creative project, but I just want to still be creative, I do something that has like no pressure. I make music because that's like the medium that I identify myself with so much. If I don't like what I'm getting out of music, like what I'm creating, I'll just not want to do it. Or sometimes because I really do want to like what I want to do, it can put some pressure to be good on the music. When I just do stuff like painting or reading, it's like a refresher for me so that I can just be creative for creativity's sake. That said, I have no idea what I'm going to paint. If you watch my vision boarding video, then you know I'm heading to Pinterest. That is cute. I want to do something simple. I want to do something kind of abstract. I'm just thinking like circles. That's how you know I'm not a painter. I'm just thinking circles. Or some sort of like color blocking. That's all I really want to do, even though this is really pretty. Like I don't even need to draw an outline because it's just like a huggish smosh. Huggish smosh? Can y'all tell I'm high? It's just like a myriad of colors. I definitely found something that worked within the colors I have. Yes, I'm painting just because, but I also thought like why not pull the camera out and talk to y'all. I don't really have something concrete on my mind, so let's just talk and see where things go. I really appreciate everyone who has watched these videos and subscribed so far because like I kind of just do this shit for fun and self-expression, but it's nice to see like bubbling of a community. That's my other goal with this channel. It's like I really do want to reach people with common goals and common thoughts of mind, or even if it's not like identical, you know, something that we can learn from one another. Maybe we should sip something and we could really talk. Yeah. You already know what it is. I thought this was Karrahbooo because I was gonna say Karrahbooo, ain't nothing to it. It's the Sutter Home, which is also a college staple. I drink this all the time with my friends. And we doing it in a mug. This is one of my favorite mugs. I got this mug when I first moved off campus in college. And I don't know, it has so much sentimental value to me. It says things will work out. And when I tell you that year, that's really what I needed to know. That things will work out. I would say that for like my whole college experience. I got some ice in the mug. Y'all hear that? I'm being an ASMR lady. But yeah, college, it's so hard for me to put together the words to what I thought college was and what my college experience really turned out to be. It was such a crucial experience for me, for sure. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the monitor. Coming out of it, I know that it was so essential for me in my development. That said, it was a hard time. If you're in school right now, or you just finished like me, or you just remember what it was like to be in school, I feel you. If you're in school right now, and it feels like the thing for you, keep going. But trust me, I know what it feels like to not want to be there, to not want to finish. I also went to school far from home. Like if I was closer to home, would things have played out the way they play out? I know that it was going to be some pivotal ass time in my life regardless, because even when I was doing remote schooling, I did that for almost 2 years and it was still a lot. I think of college, I don't only think of the things that were happening in my academics, all the context of my world at that time. Like when I think back at it now from having those realizations, I'm like, damn, if I didn't go through those things, I really wouldn't like know some shit. There's really some ways that I would still have. There's really some situations I would not be prepared for. There's really some things that I still would have done, or people I still would have hang around, like types, like it just, there's been so much change and so much growth from those things that it's just like, okay, that's not a bad thing. I wouldn't be the person that I am, and I wouldn't become the person I'm going to if experiences I had didn't bring about the lessons that I learned. The people I met and the things I learned about relationships, the time alone that I spent, and the things that I learned about myself. So it's really weird for me to unpack, because it's just like I needed to go through that. But it was nothing like what I thought it was going to be. When I was in high school, I thought college was going to be some fun, self-exploring time, but I guess I didn't know what the truth of that really meant. And when I thought about like finding myself and I get to really be a certain person, who that is may not be who you had preconceived in your mind. Or you don't know what you don't know. I still enjoy my time in school. Like there's so many moments that I had fun. Because of the way like society sets up some of these things that all of us go through, like high school or college, the way things are presented to us online and in movies and shit is very much not based in reality, and or at least just like general nuance. I didn't really have that quintessential experience where it's like a whole bunch of people. My school isn't that big to begin with, but you could definitely be in a large social circle. But like a whole bunch of people always partying all the time and like finding your people and fitting in and whatever the fuck you see in a movie or on a Netflix special. It wasn't like that. It was very much, freshman year was kind of like that. Like it was new and everybody kind of has the same fairy tale of what college is, kind of. But I don't know if that lasts that long. Like I feel like that glamour to the college life is literally just orientation week. It gets real critical real fast. Healing is cool. So far healing is cool. I feel like I'm a new healer. Like maybe not. Like I think all of us are constantly like that healing journey, that spiritual journey it starts on day one from when we're born. I just think when we're like more conscious of like the efforts that we're making, that's when we kind of put that label on it, like, oh, I'm healing now. It's like, girl, you was healing since the womb. There are a lot of things that come with making that conscious effort. I feel like you gotta be prepared for it on both sides. Like, in order to know that you need to be healed, you need to be aware of the fact that like some of your habits or elements to your old circumstances have to change, and that includes relationships. And the people in those relationships might think, oh, you're different, or they might have some resistance to your newfound processes. It's like you really have to be prepared. People are going to start questioning you. People are going to make you feel like you think that you're somebody that you're not. If you don't act perfect, people will hold things over you, like, oh, I thought you knew this and the third. I thought you were, like people are gonna react to whatever about your healing is making them uncomfortable and is making them feel like they gotta say something about it or humble you or remind you of the things that you used to do or how, of older versions of yourself. And it's just like, you can't get caught up in that shit. You just gotta be like, okay, and yes, that was reality for a while. But like I said, I'm healing. So I'm restoring to a certain place that maybe I wasn't at some time. Because if I was, then there would be no reason to heal. I feel like that's probably the thing that I dislike about the process the most. The misconceptions the misconceptions that people think you now think you're better than everybody, and it's like, I don't think I'm better. I'm just trying to better myself. I mean, it depends on where everybody's at. Not everybody that you come across is gonna be like not understanding of your healing process and this newfound spirit you have. But like, I feel like the more that you push yourself to heal, the more that you find people that actually are receptive of it. But it can be hard when some of the people that aren't receptive of it are people that were previously super close to you. Things I've learned while I'm healing, they always come back to fundamentals. Some like golden rule, but the practice of these fundamental things don't be as easy to stick out. Because honestly, like in this life stuff, nobody knows what they're doing. I don't know if it's just like I'm in my 20s, so that finding myself energy is just dominant in my spirit. Like, does that change with age? I hope not, high key. I feel like new age spirituality is popular amongst our generation. That said, is it just a fad or is it really a way of life? I guess only time will tell. Like, am I gonna look back in a few years when I'm in my 30s and my 40s and God willing my 60s, 70s, 80s plus? Am I gonna be like, oh my God, I was so vivacious, I had so much spirit, oh my God, I just wanted to change the world so bad, and like at some point give up on that? I genuinely hope not. I hope that this healing thing is long term. It feels like the most natural thing to do. I hope y'all know my painting looks nothing like what I'm looking at. Nothing before you exist, nothing before you exist, nothing before you exist. I'm convinced heaven exists. It really makes me feel good to just do creative things that aren't necessarily for anything and work on that muscle of creativity and trying something new and just doing something fun. Thanks for hanging around, painting and sipping with me. As always, I'm Ajwa, the artist you just took some time to meet. Besitos. I'll see you next time. Watching this video and you're not subscribed, why not? You know you watched the last one and you know you're gonna watch the next one, so stick around. Like, we don't bite over here.